Hey everybody, so it's Sparrow. So you're probably wondering, what the heck is going on with her face? And I'll tell you, I'm not wearing any eyeshadow or highlighter or blush because I wanted to show you guys something that I bought. And I can't say I fell for YouTube hype because it's pretty anti-hyped. I bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. Yes, I did. Don't get mad. I can feel you. Yeah, I know. I've seen some of the reviews. I've seen Alyssa Ashley's review. I think she was the first one I watched. Skeletim. Hey, Tim. I've seen his. I've seen a couple people's videos, and I still bought it for myself because I wanted to know personally, like, is it workable for the average makeup consumer? I am the average makeup consumer. I buy a lot of makeup, but I don't buy every new release. I'm not rocking with every formula. And I do have other Anastasia products. I do own my Makeup by Mario palette. I'm not as familiar as people who loved Modern Renaissance or any of the older palettes, the Self-Made palette, Resi palette, all of those palettes. I'm not familiar with them, the Mamma Mia palette. This is the second permanent Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and it is called Subculture. It is the night to Modern Renaissance's day. It is really fucking jamming if you like fall colors. I'm a fall bitch, by the way. I love fall colors no matter what the season. So let's go ahead and just look at the colors real quick. It is super duper fall. Originally, I was not rocking with the color palette. I thought it looked really light, really ashy. It was the leaked photos of the Subculture palette that really, you know, broke Noreena's heart, and it really pissed a lot of people off. And it turned out the palette's way darker, deeper, and more smoky dark. I said dark twice. Than we originally envisioned. We thought it was really pale and ashy. It is not as cool toned as people were hoping. It's still warm toned. So I'm excited to use this. Hope you're excited to use this. I kind of want to do two different eyes just because I want to try out two different looks and try to use as many of the 14 shades as possible. There are 3 shimmers and the rest are mattes. The shades that we're worried about are going to be New Wave, which apparently changes color as you blend it. Roxy's supposed to be extra powdery, and then either Axis or Untamed has a harder time blending them. I did swatch it in store with my friend, and we commented the two things. They're extremely pigmented, which is nice, but also they're extremely gritty. And I was like, okay, that's a little much, you know? So I'm going to zoom you in, and we're just going to try. So this is my normal starting out your eye brush. I always start with this brush. And I'm scared because it's so fluffy that they said don't use fluffy brushes. So like, I'm going to try it. But if it fucks up, I should know better. I'm taking it into New Wave, which is like this yellowy color. And I do see a lot of kick up coming up, but I don't really care.
Alright, that's pretty. That's very pretty.
I got most of my color payoff exactly where I put it on, which is like how eyeshadow normally works. The girl at Sephora, because I ordered mine from Beautylish, but the Sephora at Hollywood and Highland actually had a lot of these in stock, like over several. And she said that, honestly, the best way to describe this was that it's a pressed pigment palette rather than a pressed eyeshadow palette. Since this is labeled eyeshadow, I'm not gonna fly with the nonsense and just go ahead. I just said, oh, okay, and kind of just went along with it. So I'm gonna just I cleaned it off in my brush cleaner, and I dipped it into Dawn, which was a very powdery mistake. I'm just gonna take it over the edges really quick, because I feel like those edges were really rough, and I do not like rough edges in my eyeshadow. I don't know if you'll see this, but in the shades I just used, Dawn and New Wave, you can see like the little indentations where my brush, the bristles actually like stabbed into it. It's kind of cool and kind of bad. Like, I'm not a eyeshadow masterpiece person. I'm gonna take this one. This one is from Sigma, and it is the E38, and I'm gonna take it into, what am I gonna take it into? Because I really like a lot of the colors, but which ones go together? I'm gonna take it into All Star, which is like this burgundy shade. This is gonna be fun. And ooh, that was a lot of, I just tapped my brush into it, kick up. And I'm like, as much as I should be like, oh my god, it's horrible. Holy shit. Oh, who said these are very pigmented shadows. I'm finding myself with the problem I kind of have with most dark shadows in my personal use because I'm not very good, which is that I tend to kind of blot it somewhere and then I have to blend it out from there. And the spot that I put it is going to be the darkest, but I don't want the harshness that I seem to have gained. And I just end up blending until I can't blend anymore. And blend it out at the same time with a little bit of New Wave. And this time I just like sat my brush on top of the color and picked it up instead of dipping in like I normally do. I just tapped it from the side, which actually gave me a better time. I'm just gonna go for like a classic boring eye. Pick up a little bit of Roxy, who's very powdery. Just sweep that buff it in a little deeper, a little more rounded application. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of just buff things in. And it is softening All-Star again. This Roxy is very powdered. This time I patted it where I wanted it to go, and now I'm blending it out. I like this method better. My eyes getting tired though. Already kind of beaten into just because I've already done makeup for today, took it off, and then now I'm doing this. So my eyelids are a little sensitive. Now I'm going to use this shitty shader brush from the Sonia Kashuk. I'm going to go back into All-Star tiniest bit. And just picking up very little, tapping off the brush a lot, and then just smoking it along my lash line area and in the outer V of my eye. The shitty shader brush doesn't pick up pigment like other brushes do. So it's giving me a softer look. Alright, let's go ahead and just slap on the lid, right? Shimmer, I'm going to use Adorn today. I'm using this Rando Morphe brush that I have. I did not bring anything to foil it. This better come out pretty good because I don't have anything to foil it with right now. Okay, so I just picked up way more of Adorn and started packing it on. I like the formula of Adorn because I actually didn't even spray this yet. I just tried picking up more product and then putting it on. Way better result. Now I do have fallout, but I've never had an eyeshadow like actually be creamy enough, or a shimmer shadow. Like it kind of looks really creamy in the pan. Like it doesn't look like the mattes do when you pick it up. Basically, it is the most boring neutral eye that, you know, it's the YouTube classic, a normal boring neutral eye. What we're gonna do is do something more interesting on the other eye. The thing is, I just don't want to, like, I'm not good with color theory, so I don't want to like do something extra freaking crazy. So give me a second to fix up this eye so I can just go back. So first we're gonna go into Dawn. I'm just gonna take a little bit of Dawn, who is, okay, Dawn's super powdery. I did not know this. I don't mind because super light colors are not my favorites anyway, so whatever. I'm gonna go into, I feel like Destiny is gonna be dark, but I don't care. Taking a little bit of Destiny on the brush. I'm using a big fluffy brush, so I should expect this, but it's still, you know, like, oh man, what do I do? Oh, yep. That's what I thought. So this is Destiny, buffing it in. But I'm getting a nice hazy gray color, I guess, out of this. But Destiny is like a camo greenish. So I feel like it's just because I'm not building it up yet. But I also like to say that normally I don't start out with green eyeshadow when I do a look. And I'm going to make this very avant-garde-y, so that way it's all fun for everyone to look at. I will say, like, that little bit of pigment, I didn't pick up that much of it, and it's all over. I'm going to take a more densely packed brush. We're going to take the MAC 217. I've had this one forever. And this brush is not, I don't know if it's untamed, but it's not doing the kick up that Destiny just did. I'm just going to go ahead and start buffing it in to the outer corner, shaping it, and then... Now, mind you, because I'm not like an excellent YouTuber or somebody who really knows, who claims to know color theory very well, I'm using colors that look like each other and blending them all together. I don't know about y'all, but this is going to be blue and then green. But I feel like a lot of people who are blending uncomplementary colors together and we're getting really muddy looks, that might be why. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. Guessing. I really like this eye. I don't know how I feel about this eye because I don't like dark colors like that. I'm going to go ahead and pack on a lid shade now. So I need a little dense brush for it. So we're going to use this eyeshadow C brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I have good brush variation. Thank you very much. I'm going to go right into, you know what, fuck Axis. I want to go into Rowdy. I want to do something different. I don't want to just go into the safe zone of another blue. I want to pick a purple. So I'm picking Rowdy and I'm packing it on the lid. Can you see? That is pigment. This is the most pigmented purple I've ever put on my life. And I'm just packing it the fuck on. I swear to God, I'm about to be wearing purple smoky eyes because this is perfect for a purple smoky eye. So yes, it is not blended. Step 1 is put the color down. Step 2 is now blend it. Take my Sigma E25, I'm just gonna run it over the line to kind of do, oh wow, that just blended away. So now I'm kind of mad because basically my really perfect purple just blended away. I feel like it's being patchy. Is this the patchy that they're talking about? Cause like it feels like I just wiped away all the product that was right here. Like it didn't stick to. Holy shit! Like hold on, I'm about to dust my whole eye for a second. To dust it down to what looks like a lighter. Looks like I just knocked off a layer, so now it's just like light. All right, I'm not angry, but I'm not happy right now. I feel like it did just disappear when I blended it. And I will leave it like that. Oh, here it goes. Wait. Oh, God. Oh, I look punched in the eye. We're going to take Electric, one of the other shimmers. And Electric is like this greeny browny color. You see it? Just taking a little bit of it on my pointed brush and popping it in the inner corner. And nothing. Alright, let's try that again. Gonna get it. Inner corner this bitch. Yes! Alright, got it, got it. Alright, this bitch is the inner corner. This is the inner corner for the blazes. Like, I really like the colors. I just think that everyday color style, this might not be it. The inner corner on the other one, I'm just gonna pick up Cube, which is like this off-white color. Very creamy. I cleaned off the brush in between. Tap off the excess. Inner corner. Oh. Oh. Kill him. Let me show you the palette real quick. Look at that. Look at the way the shimmers look like I've been being into them for like a week and a half, and I have not. Then I'm taking Axis on the C brush from e.l.f. and I'm gonna go ahead and stamp it on my lower lash line. Sorry. Okay. So honestly, I don't see any fucking difference in between. And I'm back with some of the RCMA No Color Powder on my little brush. Yep, that's what I'm trying to avoid, was this white cast that you're now seeing. But because it basically, the colors are dulling out anything I was doing originally, I kind of just have to go back and forth. And so this is avant-garde as hell. I would not do this makeup without a base first again. Like, I usually don't wear foundation when I do my eye makeup. That's the problem. Let's go ahead and just move on to the rest of the face so we can get through this, because seriously I need to get time for those closing thoughts on the Anastasia Subculture palette. It is powdery. Admittedly, it is powdery. It's very powdery. I'm going to show you after this is one use tonight. I haven't used it. Yeah. We got a lot of powder kick up going on. I will say, the thing that bothers me the most is the way how beat up the shimmers look. I don't beat up my shimmer shadows. These just look, but I love the fact that without having to wet the brush, I can get that slick metallic look out of them. And that is what I love about the shimmers. The mattes are very, 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 very pigmented. However, I feel like overblending is a thing that is easily done with these eyeshadows. I started blending the lid where I put Rowdy and it ashed up. So I just put it back on only where I needed it since I already blended, and it looks really, really nice. If you don't like that a palette has to be finished with or treated differently than any other palette you have, fuck Subculture, don't buy it, don't deal with it, don't fuck with it, you know? At the same time, if you don't mind taking the time to learn a different eyeshadow formula, to play with a different eyeshadow, or to even have to, I'm not gonna say it's because it's not like I had to do a lot of extra work to get this look. I'm really sitting here going, this was a simple, easy thing I did. The only thing I don't like is that it's easy to just go sweep, 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 sweep. Like, because on this side, I was sweeping back and forth to make sure color was blended. On this side, with a dark color, if I swept too many times, color was gone. And I was like, I just have to know where is my limit with blending. I overblend or am I underblending? Maybe on this side it's overblended and this side is underblended. I think if you can find your medium with these, then they're actually pretty good. But otherwise, they're gonna piss you off. You're not gonna like it. And I'm not gonna sit here and make you buy it. So, personally, I'm keeping my subculture palette. I'm going to share it with my friend OX Mr. President on Twitter. She wanted to try it because we swatched it in store again at the Hollywood and Highland Sephora. If you live in Los Angeles, you know where it is. It's at Hollywood and Highland, you know. I like it. Don't ask the associates for advice sometimes. Try it for yourself. Return it if you don't like it. I bought mine from Beautylish. So I do have a return policy if I decide, you know what, fuck this palette. But I like the packaging. I like the colors. I like the looks that I just made with it. I'm probably not going to go as avant-garde the next time I wear it. I'm going to not fucking put blues and greens and grays and all the colors on the eye. I'm also not going to wear my foundation when I do my eyeshadow because I feel like that's why this under eye is really weirdly ashy. I don't know if it's with my makeup or because it's kind of mixed in some eyeshadow because of the fallout. But I feel like this is a really nice palette. I really enjoy the shimmers. I wish there were more because I really like this shimmer formula that they gave. And I just think that this is something that is a personal decision, honestly. Anyway, this is a super long video. I don't really do super long videos. Normally my videos are around 8 minutes. If you want to watch any of the other ones, you should go ahead and just subscribe to my channel. I do anti-hauls, reviews, first impressions like this one, and sometimes tutorials or little mini ones inside the videos like I just did here today. Anyway, if you do not want to buy the Anastasia Subculture palette, leave that reason down in the comments. Don't just dislike the video because you don't like it, or don't just like the video because you like it already. Let's have healthy discussion in the comments. I'm staring at my eyes in the viewfinder. I cannot stop looking at how this one is so bold and really pretty, and also this one's so light and me because I'm lazy and I like the same eyeshadow every day, but yet it's still colorful. I feel like in daylight it's going to be really, really colorful and I'll be pissed. Anyway, that aside, go ahead and like this video if you like comprehensive try-ons. This does not mean mixing every fucking color in the palette. It just means putting on different shit and seeing what sticks and what works and what do you like and what not. And anyway, if you, I don't want to say, have a good night, you know? I'm about to go wash my face and go watch Korean dramas and eat pizza. And I'm lactose intolerant. Alright, everybody. Bye.